Hello, welcome to episode 50 of Just My Opinion. And this title, I'm entitling Jerry. It's a very unfortunate thing that we still deal with racism in our society. Recently, a picture of Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones surfaced. From him standing, trying to block the way of students trying to integrate into a North Little Rock high school. Now, this picture was taken in 1957. Jerry Jones was approximately 14 to 15. Now, here's what I'm saying when someone being 14 or 15. You can't hold anyone responsible for their actions or deeds at 14 to 15. Because people grow, people change their mindset, people they evolve. And this may have happened to Jerry Jones. Who knows? He said it was a curiosity thing. Now that I don't agree with. There's nothing curious about you blocking the interest of students trying to get an education. Let's make that simple. Let's make that clear. Let's get that out in the open. I'm not going to judge Jerry Jones on a picture from 1957. But what you can judge Jerry Jones on is the fact he said that any one of his players take a knee during a Colin Kaepernick situation, they're fired. Now they have the right to protest and express themselves. Other teams will letting their players have such protests. Jay Jones said, "You're fired if you take a knee. Any player on my team will take a knee." Jerry Jones said this. Then you gotta look at the fact the man that owned the Cowboys maybe 40-something years. Not once in that 47 years has he hired a black coach. Not one black coach. That's another red flag against you, Mr. Jones. During the unfortunate situation of George Floyd passing. And at that time, a lot of people were showing support for the Floyd family and the social justice movement with Black Lives Matters and all the other organizations such as that. Jerry Jones was mum, silence. So this is what we have to judge you off. We have to judge you by this, Jerry. You're silent when you need to be loud. You need to lend your voice to help. As much power as you have, and much leverage as you have, you're a billionaire and one of the most powerful owners in sports. You cannot take a stand. You cannot take a stand, lend your voice for anything that affects black people. You're a mom. When it comes time to stand up for the rights of black people and black players in the Colin Kaepernick situation. So when you add, you trying to block students from trying to get equality and equal education, then you telling your players they don't have the right to protest. That's un-American. You have the right to protest. You have the right to protest. Then your voice was silenced during the George Floyd situation, unfortunately. Silenced. Your team is probably 70 to 80% black. Some of the greatest athletes that have you win 3 Super Bowls since you won the team are black, such as Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Deion Sanders, Charles Haley, to name a few. To name a few. It's okay if you reap the benefits and you're raping the money off of black athletes, but you cannot take a stand for something that's affecting their people. Why is that, Jerry? Why? I ask you why. After all the money these guys have made you, all the blood, sweat, and tears. Now, granted, you have paid them. Some of you have paid very handsomely. You have paid them. But these guys sacrifice for your bottom line. Whether it's been Terrell Owens, Ezekiel Elliott, Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb. These guys have went out there and performed, have gotten you victories, which helps your bottom line. But you cannot lend your voice to help these people and their people. So your silence, sir, is definitely. You're not standing up or taking a stand against certain issues. It's definite. Your silence kind of shows your character, sir. Your silence shows me who you is, sir. Not the 1957 picture when you were 14. It's your silence and your stance against things in the last couple of years. When you were 78, 79, 80 years old. No longer can you hide behind the fact I was an adolescent, I was a teen. I had different views then. Seemed to me, sir, you never ever lost these views. It's okay for me to make money off of them. But it's not okay for them to get equal education or equal rights, not get equal justice. It's not okay for none of these things. This, sir, is a plantation owner, the master's mentality. I don't care about what happens to them as long as I make my money. That's what that is, sir. I'm not judging you once again on the 1957 picture. I'm judging you on your sounds recently. I mean, people say, oh, well, he was 14. Yeah, he was 14. And to me, that's understandable because, like I always say, people can change. And one of my podcasts is called Victim. I actually have defended Coach John Gruden. He made some racist, misogynist, and homophobic remarks in his emails. And I was saying that was 10 years ago, people changed. And we can't hold people responsible for that. We can't hold you responsible for what you did in 1957. But we can hold you responsible for what you haven't done recently, sir. Martin Luther King said, and I'm paraphrasing, so I may have it wrong. He said, the words of our enemies don't count. It's the silence of our friends that count. If you're a friend and you stand for equality, speak up. Let your voice be heard. That's all you have to do. Speak up. Let your voice be heard. I mean, you cannot say you're not racist with 1957 in your past and Colin Kaepernick in your past, not for hiring a head black coach, being silent when the George Floyd incidents took place. Rest in peace, George Floyd. And you want to tell us you're not a racist? Hopefully you're not. Hopefully you want to do very wonderful things to help out the black community. Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe. Also, you can listen to me at Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music at Derek Bullock. Just my opinion. Thanks.